Imagine this, you just bought a brand new game. You're ready to dive into an epic story, immerse yourself in gorgeous worlds, and test your skills. But then, you hit a paywall. Suddenly, your $70 purchase seems more like a starter pack. What if I told you this is just the beginning? Stick around, because the end game of microtransactions is something that every gamer needs to hear. Microtransactions have transformed the gaming industry. Some would say for the worse. Today, we're exposing how microtransactions came to be, where they are now, and the dark future that may lie ahead if things don't change. By the end of this video, you'll know why the future of gaming's on the line.
Dude, this DLC looks so good.
Whatever, $40 is way too expensive for a DLC.
They were lying! I just spent $200,000 on Roblox! 18 million Robux!
Microtransactions first crept into the gaming world in the early 2000s. Mobile games like Farm Life and Candy Crush were some of the pioneers, offering some in-game purchases for impatient players. What started as a way to skip the grind in free-to-play games quickly became a lucrative business model. Around this time, another trend emerged: loot boxes, first popularized in games like FIFA and Team Fortress 2. Loot boxes became a staple of monetization. These randomized rewards tapped into the same psychology as slot machines, making players believe that just one more box could give them that coveted item. But did you know that microtransactions as we know them have roots even earlier? In the 1990s, arcades were essentially the original pay-to-play model. If you wanted to progress in the game, you needed to keep feeding the machine coins. By the mid-2010s, major publishers like EA, Activision, and Ubisoft began incorporating microtransactions into AAA titles. Games you paid for started locking content behind paywalls. Remember the outrage over Star Wars Battlefront 2 in 2017? That controversy shook the industry and sparked debates about the ethics of microtransactions. Even before that, DLC, downloadable content, was paving the way. Publishers realized that they could slice up their games and sell the pieces. But loot boxes were a game changer, turning monetization into a gambling-like experience. This led to regulatory scrutiny in many countries. Some governments have even stepped in to address this. Belgium outright banned loot boxes in 2018, calling them a form of gambling. And while some developers complied, others simply pulled their games from the markets entirely. Take a game like Overwatch, which built its entire reward system around loot boxes. Players didn't just want to play for fun, they wanted that one skin to show off to their friend. The hype around limited time events only made the FOMO, fear of missing out, even worse. And the fact that players spending thousands of dollars to chase these rewards wasn't uncommon. Imagine a casino where you win digital hats instead of money. That's essentially what the loot boxes were. And honestly, who even wears hats anyway? No, seriously, most of the people that I know who wear hats are just hiding the fact that they're bald. Fast forward to today, and microtransactions are everywhere. From battle passes in games like Fortnite to cosmetics in Call of Duty and Valorant, the gaming industry now generates billions annually from these tiny transactions. Here's the problem. Microtransactions aren't optional extras anymore. They're becoming essential. Pay-to-win mechanics in mobile games, limited time events that prey on FOMO, and even gacha systems that mimic gambling. These tactics are designed to exploit human psychology. But what's scarier is how this sets the stage for the future. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for that. A recent report showed that mobile games alone made over $90 billion in 2023 from microtransactions. The average gamer spends hundreds of dollars annually without even realizing. $90 billion! That's more than the GDP of some countries. And I'm sure over half of it is just people trying to upgrade their card in Clash of Clans. If this trend continues, what does the future of gaming look like? Imagine games that are less about skill and creativity and more about who has the deepest pocket. Imagine not just paying for cosmetics, but paying to unlock basic mechanics and full game modes. We're already starting to see hints of this. Subscriptions like Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Plus are already starting to include microtransactions. In the future, games might analyze your playstyle and offer boosts that seem tailor-made for you, but at a premium. Imagine a world where every competitive edge costs extra, and you're constantly upsold. The lines between entertainment and exploitation are about to blur like never before. It's like playing Monopoly, and every time you pass go, banker charges you a $5 DLC fee every time you gain $200. AI and machine learning could revolutionize microtransactions, allowing publishers to predict what players are willing to spend. Imagine personalized paywalls that adapt in real time to maximize profit. And here's the kicker: the future of microtransactions isn't just about money, it's about control. If we let this trend continue, the very essence of gaming as an art form could be at risk. Stick around, because next we'll talk about how we as gamers can fight back. The good news is, we as gamers have power. Boycotting predatory games, supporting developers who prioritize quality over cash grabs, and raising awareness can make a difference. Take Star Wars Battlefront 2 as an example. After massive backlash, EA reworked the game's entire progression system, removing pay-to-win elements. It shows that when gamers speak out, change can actually happen. I guess EA realized that putting the force behind a paywall wasn't the best idea? Drop a comment below about your thoughts on microtransactions. Have you ever spent money on them? Do you regret it? And if you're tired of these practices, spread this video to share the word. If you made it this far, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Together, we can push for a better gaming future. Thanks for watching. If you thought microtransactions were a problem, wait until you hear why gaming might not even be fun anymore. Check out my last video. It's right here on the screen. Click on it, and I'll see you there.